Hi, and welcome back to my channel, LW Pharmacy School, serving you through education. This video is being brought to you tonight, or today, or tomorrow, or wherever you are, whatever time it is in your area. By LW Pharmacy School, we are committed to you all. We're your number one PTCB and EXCPT tutorer there is on YouTube. We are the best, and we can claim that because we have had over 55 people since August to pass the PTCB as well as the EXCPT combined since August. And so we're very proud of that. People all over the country, all over the world are watching us. And so we say hi to you wherever you may be, whether it's night, morning, afternoon, evening. Hello and much love to you. If this channel has helped you, please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and give our videos a thumbs up. If you want to schedule a one-on-one session with Lindsay, you can, 903-295-5933, extension 101. My name is Lindsay, Lindscy. One of my friends call me Nisi. Wow, that is a pretty name. But my name is Lindsay. And so again, that's Lindscy for those of you who are new to this channel and may not know me. I do appreciate you following and being a part of our channel. And we're excited to be a part of your journey. Tonight, I'm going to give you a couple of nuggets. It's not going to be a very long video. I know I say that all the time, but honestly, it's not going to be long at all. I'm actually getting ready to board a plane, and so I wanted to do this before I got ready, okay? Or before I left. Concentrations in dilutions. Medications are diluted for 4 reasons. The first one is to administer to a child. The second one is for infants. The third one is elderly. And then the fourth one is accurate measurements, okay? Terms to remember, you'll see 2 terms here. One describes concentration, the other describes dilution, okay? Typically, dilution happens when an inactive ingredient or diluent is added to a concentrate. So when you think about concentrate, let's think about, I don't know if you guys ever seen this in the past, those frozen, like they come in like a frozen can, and they're normally in the frozen sections, and they sell apple juice, orange juice. You'll see it like over by the ice cream in the grocery store, and it'll say 100% concentrate. You need to add water to it. That's an old juice from a long time ago. So if you're a newbie, you might not remember it, but some of you people who are a little bit more seasoned like myself may remember that. But I think about that when I think about this because you needed to add water because it was so sweet. So just think about, concentrate being something very thick, and it's diluted, with some type of ingredient. And then the next one, or the first one, is concentrate. I know I'm kind of saying it a little backwards. Is a highly condensed drug product that is diluted prior to administration. You'll see the young lady over here in the hood compounding and preparing for her for the medication. Example number 1. Are you ready? Dexamethasone. Okay, let's stop right there. Now, if you've been following me for a minute, and if you have been allowing me to be a part of your journey, you know that I teach word stem. So when you see dexamethasone, S-O-N-E, is ending in S-O-N-E. What kind of drug is that? Don't worry, I'll wait. And I see you over there trying to look it up and trying to figure out what category is this? Dexamethasone. What category does this drug fit in? Looking at the word stem, would you say antibiotic? Would you say steroid? Would you say anti-anxiety or anti-diabetic medication? If you said steroid, then you are correct. Yes. Come on now. Thank you for watching. And look at you making me feel like I'm doing something. Hey, if this channel is helping you, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Dexamethasone is definitely a steroid, and it ends in S-O-N-E, so we know that it's a steroid because S-O-N-E is the STEM word for steroids. You can thank me later. Dexamethasone is available as a 4 milligram per ml preparation. Remember I told you when you see that ml and you don't see a number in front of it, you automatically assume that that number is 1. An infant is to receive 0.35 milligrams. Prepare a dilution so that the final concentration is 1 milligram per ml. How much diluent will you need if the original product is in a 1 ml vial and you dilute the entire vial? Well, we got it over here to the right. Look at the, you'll see the actual prescription label here. And we are solving for it. Okay. You're also seeing this prescription label. It tells you how to store it. That's another thing I want you to remember. If you're not remembering like temperatures, refrigerating, warm temperatures, cool temperature in both Celsius and Fahrenheit, add that to your study list because that's something you want to remember. And maybe, you know, in my next video, I can kind of jot that, put that on the slide so that way you can remember that because those are important. The first thing that I wanted to do is to show you that you put the diluted solution to the left, okay? And then the desired concentration to the right. That's how I did it. I have X mLs that came from here over the top, 4 milligrams here, okay? And then it says that we are to prepare a dilution so that the final concentration is 1 milligram over 1 ml. So I always line my milligrams side by side and my ml side by side. Even though the 1 milligram comes first, I flipped it around because I already had mLs at the top. But if you wanted to flip it around, it's up to you as long. I really don't care what method you use as long as you get to the right answer. Is that fair enough? I think it is, okay? So anywho, we did not need the 0.35. That was extra information, okay? So all we needed was this first ratio and this second ratio. Yep, don't get confused. And then we are going to go ahead and crisscross here and divide. We get X ml equals 4. 4 mLs minus 1 ml equals 3 ml. So there was actually a 2-part to this, okay? So the first part was to find out what is the final product, okay? So we did that because we were trying to find the final concentration, right? And then we needed to find out how much diluent will we need if the original product is a 1 ml vial. And so in order to find out that how much diluent we would need, we needed to take the answer from the first part, which is 4 mLs, and subtract it from the 1 ml, which is actually here, right here in the vial, okay? So we had the 4 ml, we got that from this answer, crisscross multiply. This is a ratio. It doesn't really look like it because I didn't put the lines here, but it actually is a ratio. We did 4 milligrams times 1 ml divided by 4 gave us 4. And then, so they gave us the final product, and then we did the 4 mLs minus 1 ml, which gave us the 3 ml diluent, okay? There's 2 parts here. Don't worry, I have a couple of more examples to show you if that didn't really make sense, okay? If this video is helping you, please give us a thumbs up. Concentration example number 2. You are instructed to make 240 mLs of a 0.45 weight over volume solution. You have a 100 weight over volume concentrate in stock. How much of the concentrate will you use and how much of the diluent will be needed? Now look, that's a 2-part answer or question. Sorry, 2-part question. The first thing we need to find out is how much concentrate will we use? That's part A. Part B or part 2 is going to be how much diluent will be needed, right? And so what we did, again, we're ratio and proportion, same thing, nothing has changed, same thing, okay? We're not new to this, we're true to this, right? We have X grams over 240, because that's what we need, equals 0.45 grams, got that from here, over 100 mLs. Right? 100%. Okay. But remember, you were taught your, when it comes to weight over volume, you were taught your formula. So even though you see that 100% there, it doesn't necessarily come from there. You were taught your formula in the video that we did last week, which is called I forget the name of the video, oh my God, but it's the one with the orange thumbnail. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it and then come to this one. I'll also drop the link in this description. Please don't kill me. I forgot the name of the video. This is crazy. My mind is drawing a blank. But anywho, we are going to go ahead and crisscross multiply 240 times 0.45 grams, okay? 240 times 0.45 grams over 100. Okay, you do that. Crisscross, multiply, and divide, and we get 1.08 grams. Okay, so then we go back, we look, the total volume that we were instructed to make was 240. So we're going to subtract 240 from the 1.08 concentrate that we just figured out, which is here, and that's going to give us our diluent. So the first thing you need to do is to solve for the concentration. How much of the concentrate will you use? That's part one. And then part two is to subtract the total volume from the concentrate to figure out how much diluent you will use. And in this case, we're using 238.92 diluent, okay? I got a couple of more examples, so this shouldn't, if you're still like, Lindsay, I'm on that slow bus, I'm still on that slow bus, it's not clicking, don't worry. Before we're done, you're gonna be together, okay? The next one, concentration example number 3. All right, now third time's a charm. You better pat yourself on the back. Go on, pat yourself on the back, because you're doing better than you did yesterday. I told you the last video, I said, look, in our last class, I told you, I said, I don't want you focusing on what the next person is doing on the side of you, how fast they moving in front of you, when the person gonna take their test that work at the same job as you. Don't worry about that. All you need to, the only competition that you have is the person that you see when you look in the mirror. And that's to be better than you were yesterday. So if you're competing and comparing yourself to somebody else, you need to check that. I don't need to compare myself to see what they're doing, because what I'm doing and what they're doing, we ain't even on the same page, because you're not me and I'm not you. I'm the best version of Lindsay that I can be. I'm the best Lindsay that I can be. As a matter of fact, I'm the only Lindsay when it comes to who I am, and you're the only you. So I say that to say, pat yourself on the back and celebrate yourself for the small successes that you make, because you are better than you were yesterday. Concentration example number 3. This is going to be your question. You're going to get this one right. You are instructed to make 500 milliliters of a 1 to 500 weight over volume solution. You have in stock a concentrate of 80% weight over volume. How much of the concentrate will you use? How much diluent will be needed? Okay, so when you see these two questions, you know that this is a 2-part answer. Okay, now you'll see me, I did 3 parts here, but I'm gonna show you what I did. Okay, the first thing I need to do was I need to look at this ratio here, which is 500 mLs of 1 to 500 solution. So I knew, okay, this one is 1 gram over 500 ml, so it goes here. And then if I have my mLs at the bottom over here, I need to have them over here as well. I did 500 times 1 divided by 500, got X grams equals 1 gram. And let me just double check that. Where's my calculator? I want to make sure that I did that right. Look, let me tell you something. I am not ashamed. Okay, look at me. I got them all lined up right. I was trying to make sure that I lined everything up right. Okay, I'm not ashamed to double check myself in front of you. Look at this, trying to tell all my business. Okay. And so anywho, I crisscross, multiply, and divide. So X gram equals 1 gram. And then the next thing to do is to determine, so let me back up. You needed to start by determining how many grams should be in the final solution. How many grams should be in the final solution? Lindsay, how do we know that we're working with grams? Because anytime you see this dot here or this 1-to-1 ratio, this 1 is always in grams, okay? So if you see the 1 to 500 or a 1 to 200 or a 1 to 100, the 1 is always going to represent grams, and this is always going to represent the volume. You see where it says weight and volume? The weight would be the grams, the volume would be the milliliters, okay? So the first thing you needed to do was to determine how many grams should be in the final solution. And the way that you do that is you take this ratio here and you put it into a proportion, you crisscross, you multiply, and you divide, and you get 1 gram. Then the next thing we needed to do is what we had been doing, okay, was to see how many milliliters of the concentrate will be required. How did you do that, Lindsay? I needed this 1 gram to plug in here, right? So I have X mLs. Remember, your formula is always 100 mLs. So I had X mLs, 100 mLs, over 80, and I have my grams at the bottom because they were already at the bottom and I just started that way, okay? And so I did crisscross, multiply 1 gram times 100, divided by 80, and they gave me 1.25 mLs. So it's 1.25 mLs of concentration, or the concentrate that would be used. I come back, look at my total part. My total part was 500. I subtract my 500 by my 1.25 concentrate, and my answer is 498.75 milliliters of diluent is how much you're going to need. So not much changed here. It just because we needed that first step to determine how many grams. So that's kind of why this is a 3-step. But not much change here. These last 2 steps is what we did the first 2 questions. Okay, so when you get an opportunity, you can go back and watch this video as many times as you like. And hopefully it'll click to you. But if not, you always feel free to call me and set up a session, 903-295-5933, extension 101. Also, I want to let you know too, if you've taken your test and you've passed your board exam, one of the ways that you can thank me is by making sure that you chose the Living Word Pharmacy Technician School when you were registering for your exam with the PTCB, because we do get credit. And many of you have told me, Lindsay, I passed my test by just watching your videos. I didn't even purchase material. So if that's the case, and some of you guys have tried to send me money and I'm not accepting it because, I do this because this is what I want to do. Now, if you come to a session, then that's different. But my YouTube videos, we don't charge for those. So if you try to send me money, I'm going to decline it. But one of the ways that you can really, really help if you really want to do that is by updating your PTCB account and making sure that it says the Living Word Pharmacy Technician School as the school that you went to do this, since you are getting our help, and we'll get credit for your exam when you pass it. So that's one of the ways that you can help if you would like to. Again, if this video is helping you, if this channel has helped you, please subscribe to our channel, ring the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up, because we are changing lives. Yes. Okay, concentration example number 4. All right, now, the 3rd time was the charm. The 4th time is the last time, and if you don't get it right this 4th time, you might need to call me and schedule some time. Y'all see that? Okay. Prepare a 10 microgram per ml solution of a drug with a final volume of 3 mLs. How many milliliters? Let me sit back on this one. How many milliliters of a stock drug, 50 microgram per ml, will be needed? Anybody know what we're going to do first? We're going to do what we've been doing. We are going to get our 10 micrograms, first formula that we see, per ml. Remember, I told you that whenever you don't see a number in front of here, you automatically assume that it's a 1. And we're going to take our 3 mLs and we're going to scooch it over here. We're going to solve for X micrograms. We're going to crisscross, multiply, and divide. Why are we doing this, Lindsay? Because we need to see how many micrograms will be in the dilution, right? And this is almost like what we did here, right? We had to look at how many grams would be in the final solution. Well, now we're going to look at and see how many micrograms is going to be in the final solution. Remember? Okay, crisscross, multiply, and divide. 3 times 10 is 30, divided by 1 is still 30. XMCG equals 30 micrograms. Part 2, now that we have, now that we've solved for the micrograms, we can come in and plug in our answers, okay? The next thing that we're solving for, let's go back and look at this again. Then determine how many milliliters of the concentrate will be required. What are we solving for now, Lindsay? We're solving for the concentration. Yes, my darling, we're solving for concentration. Okay, we have XML equals 1 ml over 30 micrograms equal to 50 micrograms, right? And so here we're going to crisscross multiply and divide. 30 times 1 divided by 50 gives us 0.6 ml. So we will need 0.6 ml of the concentration, right? Now we're going to go back and look at our final volume, which is our total part. Lindsay, how do you know that it's our total part? Because it says prepare a 10 microgram per ml solution of a drug with a final volume of 3 ml. Final, right? So that's our total. We come on down here. We're going to subtract it by the concentrate, which is 0.6. We get 2.4 diluent. 2.4 diluent. You know what? When you're looking at this, there you can look in here and you'll say, oh my God, this seems really kind of complicated. But once the steps are broken down and you know what you're looking for, you can get it. It's like going in your closet, finding the perfect shoes to wear with the perfect outfit to go to the perfect place to have a perfect time. You go in there with the expectations of perfect, right? Now, I wouldn't go in the kitchen looking for a pair of shoes. I would. Now, some people might leave their clothes and shoes all over the place, but I wouldn't. So I say that to say, if you know what you're looking for in your problem, you can correctly solve it and get the answer the correct way the first time on the first try. Always know what you're solving for and what you're looking for. Never go into a problem half-cocked. What is half-cocked? That means that you're just trying to feel your way through, okay? I'm showing you step by step because I want you to know this is the first thing to do. Then there's the second thing you need to do. And then last but not least, you're going to subtract the two, okay? I do know that, you guys are still working very hard to make sure that you pass this PTCB and EXCPT exam before the 2019 requirements are over. But if you still need help and you are not confident in the area that you need to be in, give me a call. Let's schedule a session. I do know that the holiday season has started approaching, and we did have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you and your family had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I thought about you all while I was, enjoying my family, and I was really hoping that you guys were enjoying your family and taking that day to be thankful for what you already have and where you already are in life. I think sometimes we overly worry about the things that we don't have. And I think a lot of times we compare ourselves to other people and we say, well, hell, at 40 years old, I should be a lot further, or at 55, I should be here. And, I'm just going to be honest with you. I just have to be honest with you. I think a lot of times, we all are human and we begin to look around and, we're looking like, well, how did they do that? And I know that I'm this and I know that but I want you to know that sometimes you have to take some time just to reflect and to think about that moment that God brought you through, that your family helped you to get through, when your friends helped you to get through. Maybe it was a coworker, and for that reason alone, take time to be thankful. If you worked on Thanksgiving, please take off tomorrow. If you studied on Thanksgiving, maybe don't study tomorrow, because you have to take time to take care of yourself. I understand that this could be a scary, intimidating place for you all right now. And I'm here. I am, trying my best to be here for you as much as I possibly can. I do have some openings, but I do know after the 21st of December, a lot of things will begin to shut down. So will we. And so you want to get your session scheduled before the 21st of December. Because once we get there, we are going to really kind of start buckling down, and a lot of appointments will begin to weed out because of the holiday season. The one-on-one tutorial with Lindsay is booked through Zoom which is a lot like Skype. It allows us to look at each other like this and video chat. I've used it with friends in Iraq. I've used it with friends in Poland. I've used it with friends in Memphis, Tennessee, and then I've used it with friends in Houston, Texas. It just depends on where you are, what you want, and what the needs are, okay? If for any reason you are calling me and you're having a hard time getting to me, that number also accepts text messages. You can also email me at info@lwpschool.com. I will respond to that as soon as I see it. The free PTCB apps that you can use to help you is the PTCB Smart Practice Text, the PTCE Pocket Prep, R Expert, PTCE, and Top 200 Drug. Everybody knows that I recommend that yellow book by Mosby, okay? In 2020, once the new laws start or the new requirements, that book will change, and so will my recommendation for the 2020 exam, okay? But until now, or until then, for now, we're going to continue to study out of the book that is most relevant, okay? Which is that PTCB, that Mosby's Pharmacy Technician Certification Exam book. It has been a wonderful ride with you all tonight. I have enjoyed you guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If this video has helped you, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell. I want you to know that you're better than you were yesterday and you are prepared for your tomorrow, okay? Continue to be the best that you can be. Don't look around, don't look down, don't give up, don't give in. Everything that you've done up until this moment have prepared you for your opportunity. Do not begin to question yourself. Throw doubt away. If you're doubting anything, if you're feeling like, oh my God, I just don't know what I've gotten myself into, don't worry, okay? You know more than you're giving yourself credit for. Reach deep down into your pocket and begin to pull out the wisdom, the knowledge, and the experience that your life has already given you. And you'll be amazed and surprised as to how much you already know. Thank you for watching. I definitely enjoy you all. I'm going to go catch a flight. I see you guys next week. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget, on December the 9th, which is next Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will go live with our last crash course of the 2019 year. I cannot believe we're already here. I will put the link inside of the description of this video. Go ahead and save the link. I will also make sure that you have an opportunity to look at the other videos before this video, so that way you can be caught up on all of the crash courses before you come to this next one, okay? See you again. Take care of yourself and make sure that you have fun while doing it. Have a good one, and I really, really appreciate you guys working with me. See you soon. Bye.